Good morning, everyone. I'm Paolo del Rosario, ready to kickstart your Monday with positivity and energy. We'll bring you the latest news and inspiring stories, as well as a whole lot of fun.
Happy Monday, I'm Monique Tuzon. Join us as we brighten your day with engaging discussions, laughter, and everything in between.
And hello, I am Asis-Carilo, welcoming you to another beautiful week. Let's get this day started on a high note. It's a gloomy start to a Monday because of the rain outside. So you're going to take extra effort to bring your own sunshine wherever you go, yeah?
We are the sunshine.
100%.
Yes.
We are the sunshine. Kapal natin.
We are the sunshine.
Kapal natin.
Of
But
your
then at the same but at the same time,
See?
at the same time, ay, she brought it on. Buti lang walang copyright dito, no? But of course, let's get on to some serious business first, and let's move on to the latest stories. Several candidates filed their certificates of candidacies, or COCs, for the upcoming 2025 midterm elections during the weekend at the Manila Hotel. Senator Pia Cayetano, ACT-CIS Representative Erwin Tulfo, and musician Jimmy Bondoc entered the senatorial race. Meanwhile, in Luwag City, Mayor Michael Marcos Quionne, cousin of President Bongbong Marcos, filed for a third term. As the filing period continues with 78 senatorial aspirants so far, the Philippine National Police, or PNP, is preparing for the final days of the candidacy registration. High voter turnout is expected.
Cavite Governor John Vic Remulla is reportedly being considered as a leading candidate for the next Secretary of the Department of Interior and Local Government, or DILG, according to a source from politico.com.ph. Current DILG Secretary Benher Abalos is expected to step down once he files his certificate of candidacy for a Senate seat in the 2025 midterm elections. Remulla is the brother of Justice Secretary Jesus Crispin Remulla and former Cavite Representative Gilbert Remulla, who currently serves as a director for the Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation, or PAGCOR. Remulla is recognized for his role in securing over 1 million votes for President Bongbong Marcos in the 2022 elections. Other candidates considered for the DILG post include Navotas Representative Toby Tiangco and National Security Advisor Eduardo Año.
The global IT BPM industry, including the Philippines, is grappling with challenges stemming from recession concerns and changes in client spending. In an interview, Prashray Kala from Everest Group pointed out that while companies are exercising caution, the Philippines is seeing a quicker increase in offshoring as businesses aim to cut costs. He highlighted that generative AI will significantly transform job roles in the sector, generating new opportunities, even as it may reduce overall job numbers. To enhance its position in the global IT BPM market, the country needs to adopt effective strategies to maintain its competitiveness.
One of the biggest concerns for leaders in the IT BPM industry today is the economic climate, uncertainties, possible fear of slowdown, recession, and that's been something which has been lingering on for the past 4-5 years. Yes, during COVID, there is a boost from the government, which kind of delayed some of the impeding impacts which were there. But it's like an overhanging cloud out there. It's slowed down decision making. It's slowed down spend at many of our clients as well. So I think that's the biggest uncertainty. Then there are smaller risks as well.
Bishop Pablo Virgilio David of Caloocan is set to be appointed as a cardinal of the Catholic Church by Pope Francis this December, the Vatican announced on Sunday. David, who also leads the Catholic Bishops' Conference of the Philippines, or CBCP, is one of the 21 new cardinals to be installed in a consistory on December 8, 2024. He will be the 10th Filipino to achieve this rank. Bishop David is now in Rome for the Synod of Bishops on Synodality, will join the group of active Filipino cardinals that includes Cardinal Jose Advincula of Manila and Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle, who is serving in the Vatican. Cardinals are the Pope's closest advisors, ranking just below him in the church's hierarchy. Their significant influence throughout history has earned them the title of Princes of the Church, though Pope Francis has encouraged them to live humbly and remain close to the poor.
In world news, Florida is preparing for its largest evacuation since 2017 as Hurricane Milton intensifies in the Gulf of Mexico following the devastating Hurricane Helene. Milton, which strengthened from a tropical storm to hurricane, is expected to make landfall near the heavily populated Tampa Bay area. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis warned of a potentially higher storm surge and more power outages from Milton compared to Helene, and said destruction from Helene could be compounded. Anna Maria, an island city of 825 people at the mouth of Tampa Bay, announced a mandatory evacuation, while Mexico issued a hurricane watch for the north coast of the Yucatan Peninsula. U.S. President Joe Biden said on Sunday he ordered another 500 active duty troops to move into western North Carolina and assist with the Helene response and recovery efforts, increasing the number of military personnel to 1,500.
Moving on to sports, the De La Salle Green Archers deny the UP Fighting Maroons a first-round sweep in UAP Season 87. The defending champs handed UP its first loss of the season in a finals rematch last Sunday at the Mall of Asia Arena. Final score 68-56. The Green Archers showed the heart of a champion, fending off a furious Fighting Maroons attack in front of a sold-out crowd. King Archer and reigning MVP Kevin Kimbao led the Tap-Bay squad with 20 points and 10 rebounds in a double-double. La Salle ends round one with a 6-1 win-loss record. In the first game, the UE Red Warriors pulled off a great escape against Adams' soaring Falcons. Welyo Lingo was the ultimate warrior for UE as he knocked down the game-winning shot with 0.8 seconds left in the game. He finished with 10 points. Precious Momoe, top scorers for UE with 14 and 11 rebounds. Overall in the PBA Governor's Cup, the San Miguel Beermen eliminate the Converge Fiber Xers in a pressure-packed Game 5. Also last Sunday, 109-105. The Kraken, the MVP, Junmar Fajardo, had a monster game for SMB with 40 points and 24 huge rebounds. San Miguel will next face Barangay Ginebra San Miguel in the semifinals.
And now in entertainment news, Atisa Manalo addressed her fans following her top 10 finish in the Miss Cosmo International 2024. The pageant veteran took to her Instagram broadcast channel to console her fans. She said, "Let's focus on the positive things, spread love only." Nevertheless, fan favorite Atisa won 2 special awards, People's Choice and Culture Ambassador. Atisa, who was also Miss Universe Philippines 2024 second runner-up, gained support from fans after pushing through Miss Cosmo despite a sprained ankle. Meanwhile, Filipino-American pop star Olivia Rodrigo thanked her Filipino fans for her sold-out concert held Saturday. On her latest Instagram stories, Olivia called the Philippine leg of her world tour one of the most special nights ever. She also shared this is her first time in the country and that the 50K seater venue is the largest she's ever played. All the net ticket sales from Guts World Tour in Manila will be donated to Japaigo, a non-profit organization dedicated to women's healthcare in the Philippines.
You know, it was so hard getting tickets for that my sister couldn't go. And she was a bit heartbroken that she didn't get to go, but then she loved watching all the stories about it. And of course, it'll be really exciting for if ever she does return. I have a feeling she will return.
I hope she does.
I've seen some of the videos from the event, and you know, it's such a great connection between her and her Filipino fans. Obviously, she also said that she's proudly Pinoy, which she is.
Yeah, and
so
she wore the shirt. Did you see that? Proud Pinoy. And then she wore like a sash,
Like a
Miss
sash.
Miss So Filipina.
Yeah, of course you notice the sash Miss Beauty Queen.
I saw that. Well, it was also flashing
Yeah.
on our screen, so
Yeah,
I saw that.
absolutely.
I wanted to go to the concert too. I'm so sad.
Yeah,
I'm such
and
a
I
fan.
love how the proceeds of the ticket sales went to that charitable organization. And if I remember it right, the tickets were just priced at 1,500.
Yeah. It was,
Or
it was, it
1.8
was all
or-
capped. Yeah, and obviously there was a mad rush
Yes,
for the
yes,
tickets.
yes.
I had to line up for my sister. Didn't work out. But
I tried. I was like 100K in line. I was like,
Yes,
there's no
yes.
way.
buti nga na 100K ka. Ako sa 457,000.
Oh my
Wow,
God.
so specific.
Sobrang
Who
specific.
got?
I
Like, how you know?
remembered it. No, but later on, speaking about young people, we actually have a great guest coming up.
Yes,
Very
yes.
young. It
That's
feels like the
right.
entrepreneurs we're having on the show are get younger and younger
Yeah.
per episode, and I'm really excited to hear it. And if I'm not mistaken, Mo, you actually availed of some of the products already.
I did.
Yes,
I
you
bought
did.
one of her cute sashes that could be a belt as well, and I wore it to Japan. If I have a photo later, I'll see if we can post it on camera. I love it. It's so multi-wear, and it's just so cute that it's local as well.
That's right. So we got more stories for you guys. Get ready to be awe-inspired with our first guest this morning. A 14-year-old Filipino artist and designer shows us how advocating for indigenous textiles can start young. And as we go on a break, we take a look at live pictures from Quezon Avenue flyover and Commonwealth Avenue. So don't go away. It's a beautiful day. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You're still watching It's a Beautiful Day. When it comes to honing cultural sensibilities, it's best to start it young. Now, our guest this morning proves that right. Rian Yupitun is a 14-year-old artist and designer whose amazing work using local hand-woven textiles show the kids are all right. It's a beautiful day. Rian Yupitun. Hello, Rian. Welcome to the show. Good morning.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, thank you for coming. I thought you skipped school this morning, but apparently it's Teacher's Day, so
it is. So it's rest day for the students and the teachers as well. So Rian, 14 years old, and you are already an entrepreneur. That is really amazing, and we love your products. Can you tell us how how this all started? Your love for art, particularly in making those paper dolls, the twilly, which I asked you a while ago. What was a twilly?
So I started sketching and drawing as soon as I was younger, and in the pandemic, I took classes on design and tech, and also watched shows like Next in Fashion, which deepened my love for fashion. And I joined the Habi internship program for the youth, and Tita Wilma Huang asked me to create a paper doll book to cultivate our national weaves and to showcase them.
What do you like best about working with those kinds of weaves?
I really just want to embrace and be proud of our weaves and to showcase how we can all have something Filipino in our closets.
I love that. I actually bought the twilly. I met her at the fair, and then I saw it how you can use it as a scarf, a belt, everything.
Right.
I think I bought almost one of every color. So I think it's amazing. Who would you say your inspiration would be as a young designer? Who do you look up to?
As a designer, I think my mom, because I really love her sense of fashion, and I always like to go and scroll through her closet. And also the bags shown today, those are hers, and I just put the twillies on them.
Thank you, Mommy.
Thank you, Mommy. Yeah, and the designs that you make are really amazing. I'm interested though, and a little bit curious as well, because you make paper dolls. And I don't know, kids now don't really play with paper dolls. That's what I think, because during my time, that was the time when the little
time
girls
was that?
really. Yeah, kasi many years ago. many years ago when I was a kid, yeah, we did play with paper dolls. So what made you interested in, doing paper dolls now? You actually made it into a book as well, like an activity book, right? Where did you get inspiration for that?
One of Habi's mission is to cultivate the weaves into our lives, and by doing so, through the paper doll book, we can show how Through the paper doll book, we can show how it can be shown in our lives.
Yeah.
Okay.
And how, for example, when I was younger, I used to play with the magnetized version of the paper doll books, and through these, the girls can play with them and have something to hold to also showcase and learn more about our
Sana we
weaves.
can show them
Yeah, yeah,
the
we
paper
will.
dolls.
Let's see if we can grab
But of
one.
course, so can you tell us a bit about your design process? Because obviously, it starts off with your drawings. It starts off with all of that. So can you tell us a bit about your process for doing all this?
So I proudly drew all of them.
Wow.
And so there are 3 girls. So it's Lucia
Here.
from Luzon, Minnie from Mindanao, and Vivi from Visayas.
I love it.
And each-
Representing, yes.
Each of the weaves they wear are from so for Lucia,
From where they
all-
are,
yeah,
diba?
are from where
Yes.
they are. And all
so
that-
yung outfit niya from Luzon, and then Visayas, and then Mindanao,
Yeah.
yes? Okay, and then you'll be able to cut out their outfits, as you can see here. And you designed all of these.
Yes, I did.
That's amazing. Did you have to do
amazing.
research on obviously which tribes in which part of the country wears what?
Yeah, we had to search on like, so we really had to make sure
So
that
it's a
each
lot.
weave aligned with the outfit.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. But at the same time, speaking of research, there's also this book in display there. I mean, like, you talk about the research that you have to do. Who helps you with the research, and who do you learn from the most?
So for the weaves, Tita Wilma really helped me on figuring out which weaves really go coordinated with each other. And also this book by Habi, which is really a good starting point for anyone who wants to learn more about our cultural heritage through our weaves.
If you had to pick a weave and a region, which one would you say is your favorite?
The Catarina stripes.
Katarina
which
Stripes.
one is
Hanapin ko
that
dito, ah.
one?
Hanapin ko dito.
And why do you like
Or
their
do you
weaves?
have it? Oh, that one.
Okay. Okay, there.
Okay.
Why that one?
I think
now
it
why
just
that in
looks really cute and simple that you can really put in any outfit.
I love it. Actually, when I was growing up, this is what I used to play with as
Yes,
well, like the
yes.
paper dolls.
Yeah.
So I'm so shocked, like in your generation that you guys are always using electronics, that you came up with this
Exactly.
idea. Ang
Yes.
galing. Literally, it brought back memories. Pero I love that it's Filipino.
That's right, that's right. And it's not just that she's making. She's making note cards as well, right? That's a
Yeah.
cute idea.
The note cards is a spin-off because these are more catered to the younger audience. So through the note cards, we can have like a bigger audience, and also it's timely because it's Christmas time. And usually when I give gifts, I like to have tokens of appreciation with note cards.
Okay, and you designed them yourself, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So, okay, so you started during the pandemic, learning more about fashion, getting into fashion. Is that what you want to do as you grow older?
Yes, hopefully when I'm older, I want to become a fashion designer, and my brand will hopefully become Adriana. So Adri's like a starting point for to be more playful, and for Adriana for when I'm older.
And do you want to continue doing Filipino weaves, or do you want to do more modern, like a modern twist to it maybe?
Yeah, like Filipinianas with like big dresses, and fashion shows. I'd love to have one when I'm older.
Well, look out for you. I would love to
So
see
cute.
that.
At 14 years old, it's amazing.
She wants to go out. She wants to go out and wear some of the stuff that you already.
I know, I'm
Yeah.
obsessed. I'm literally obsessed with anything Filipino weaves. So I'm looking at all your stuff. I'm like, I wish I can be like in the TikTok videos where you like jump in my transition and then I'm like, oh, I'm in the clothes na. Pero wala, it's not gonna work now.
All the designs that you made for the dolls, sana there's like a version for humans,
Yeah,
no?
like
And
look
then
how
we can
cute.
wear
Can
them
we
all
zoom?
the time on the show. Nice.
Look how adorable. And this is your original design, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Like look at the colors, that cute heart patch. Oh, I'm obsessed. Grandma, look out for you when you're older. I can't wait to wear your clothes. Galing.
How have people your age reacted to this? Because for some of them, I'm sure it's the first time encountering, or they don't encounter Philippine textiles as much.
So yeah, I told my friends about it, and they were like really proud of me and how I could recreate this book and all the twillies and note cards. Because I also put the twilly in my backpack
Yeah.
to showcase also our.
So do they all have twillies now?
I'm gonna give them for Christmas.
Oh, that's
Oh,
nice.
it's such a
Why
great
did you ruin
idea.
the surprise?
Hopefully they're not watching. matching, but they probably
But they don't know
are.
the design. They don't know the design. So design's going to be a surprise.
Can you talk
right?
more about the Twillies and tell everybody how they can wear them? Okay, let's get one of them.
All right, go.
This one
Go,
I have.
because I know you have those.
I have this one. I wore this one in Japan.
The Twillies are made from our national weaves from Mindanao, like the popular ones. And you can put them as a scarf like this.
Okay.
For the bag handle.
yes.
For the hat. And also as bracelets or as a belt. And I also hope to use more weaves in the future.
Really? Mo, how would you wear yours?
I wore mine like a scarf. I like just tied it.
So you made
Like
this
this.
Twilly.
That's how
Yes,
I wore it.
I drew I'm still learning how to sew.
Okay.
So I did the patterns and dimensions, and we asked a wonderful seamstress
Very
to create the
nice.
product.
Here, this is how I wore it.
how
At
you-
bagay, I'm actually wearing Philippine weave ngayon also,
Yeah.
my inner.
And this
so,
hat as well is nice. Oh, Direco, see? It's perfect.
Ayan, Philippine weave on Philippine weave.
That's perfect. Rian,
Cute.
how do you plan to expand this? Is that in any of your plans right now? Are you thinking of making this a bigger business?
Yes, this is just a starting point, so I will be making more stuff in the future, like little charms or keychains to really put anywhere. So we all have something that's Filipino or something that's happy in our closet, because not everyone has weaves in their closet, and I feel like we should all be proud weave wearers.
I love that.
Oh,
You're just
that's
like
nice.
Olivia Rodrigo. Proud Filipina. I love it.
And at such a young age, 14
Yeah.
years old, right?
How
I love
much
that.
fun are you having with this process? Because I can sense you're having so much fun.
Yeah, I
with
had
this.
a really fun because not only is it my passion, but I also want to help and cultivate our Filipino pride in us,
Yeah.
and that we can all have something that we will showcase.
Okay, can we purchase your stuff online?
In the Habi Lechon Fair next week, in October 18 to 20,
Okay.
I'll be selling all of these products.
Ah, I see.
And what are the price points of your products?
I think
Actually, I know. I think I know.
the book around $750.
Because you already bought a lot of Twillies from her, right?
Nabudo.
She's asking for a lower price point for her.
Wow,
but of
Rob.
course, no, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Of course, you can check it all out online. Of course, you're gonna be in Hobby Fair soon.
Yes.
When is that again?
October 18 to 20 in Glorieta Activity Center.
All right, perfect. So
will be
for
there.
everyone who wants to end up looking like Mo here, my partner Anne with her with her hat, make sure you check that all out. And of course, thank you very much, Rian, for coming over. We really appreciate you. Thank you very much for bringing all of this and reminding us that when we were 14, we were not doing anything. All right,
Exactly.
you're doing something special, and thank you very much.
You're
for coming over.
amazing. Thank you, Rian. Thank you so much. Now, from an up-and-coming artist and designer, we'll next speak to a content creator as he takes us through the latest chapter of his creative journey as a celebrity interviewer. Catch Chris Cantada on It's a Beautiful Day right after these messages.
And welcome back. You're still watching It's a Beautiful Day. Now, our guest today has one of the coolest jobs in the world. From a rock star, though he still is, to a content creator, he is reinventing himself yet again. This time as a celebrity interviewer. We're gonna make him really uncomfortable by interviewing him instead. Let's welcome to the show, Chris Cantada. It's a beautiful day, Chris. Thank you very much for joining
Hi,
us.
thanks for having me.
Hello,
Good
Chris.
morning.
Good
Good morning.
How does it feel to be on the hot seat?
Um,
Reverse.
it's a bit different now. Yeah.
It's a bit different, but Chris, first of all, congratulations on all your work.
Thank you.
If you go on, for everyone out there, if you go on the social media, you can easily tell that we are his least popular people that he's talking to as of late.
No, of course.
But first of all, just tell us a bit how it all started out for you, because I remember you posted something recently about your very first celebrity interview.
Yeah.
And I remember my very first one. I can only imagine how you felt. Just how did it all start out for you?
Because up to that point, my channel was primarily geek stuff like cosplay, Power Rangers, superhero stuff. So I
Right.
do skits and all that. And then out of the blue, I was asked if I was interested to go to a junket. I'm like, what's a junket? like that word for me was new.
Yeah.
And then they explained that it was for Captain America Civil War. And I didn't know exactly what I was going to do until, I wasn't sure until I was flying na to Singapore. And then I saw one-on-one interview, Chris Evans, Anthony Mackie.
wow.
And I was
I
like,
would have died because
wow.
Chris Evans is
Yeah.
my crush. I would have literally died on the plane if I saw that.
And that was your very first celebrity interview. Chris Evans, oh my
first.
goodness.
Casual.
And then I, talagang when I watched it back, because that was in 2016, I was so shocked. Like, I was so quiet. Like, hi, my name is Chris. And, like, super shy.
Yeah.
But I'm not really that shy.
Yeah.
Like, in regular occasions. So it was just funny na I was still trying to, get comfortable.
Right.
Because like what you said, you've done junkets. You stay outside of a room with other interviewers waiting for your 5 minutes of time.
Yes.
And then when you go inside, it's like all the lights, and Chris Evans is just there, just like waiting for the next guy.
What was he like?
Oh, he's
Captain America.
For me,
he's Captain
For me, it was
America.
like the best first
Celebrity interview. Okay.
because
You never forget your first.
I was slightly afraid because everyone that came out before me, he was like, "Wow, one answer, Chris." He's like he was tired, pagod.
Okay.
And I was like, "Oh my god!" But when I entered, because I'm really a geek. Like I love these types of movies. I watch his films. So parang he got that from me already.
Okay.
And then my first question, palang he was just talking and talking. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going so well.
And he's not pagod pala, no, when he's talking to you.
So I think, I don't know, I feel like I like what I'm doing because you get to watch someone, like a fan, to talk to these people, to talk about their movies, and then it's like they're more comfortable, I feel.
Yeah.
Is that what you feel makes you unique? Because that's hard. It's hard to be unique because these guys are sitting there for 2 hours talking to a lot of outlets.
Exactly.
And you're probably the 7th or 8th person.
Or
or if you're, right?
30th.
And they're answering
The
all the same
same-
questions.
the same
Exactly.
questions.
So how do you make yourself unique?
So I guess the content creator in me kind of led the whole me trying to do this type of work because even when I do my skits, in a way I think, would I want to watch this? Would I be interested in the stuff that I'm putting out? So I thought to myself, would I actually want to watch this interview? Because there's so many interviews out there.
Yeah.
So the questions I ask are, I try not to make it be the typical. So I tried a lot of things in that Chris Evans, in that whole Captain America junket. And then I kind of still use it up to today because it's not your typical, like, what do you do? Or example, in movies like that, in action movies, a lot of people tend to ask these actors, what is your workout regimen? How do you work out?
Yeah.
So I took that and I made it, what do you think Captain America's top 3 songs in his workout playlist?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
So that was my
Yes,
first
yes.
question, and then that's when I noticed na mas loose. They
Yes,
started to get
yes.
loose.
Yeah.
And then I actually kind of used that question a lot until
Songs
now.
of the playlist. Nice.
When would you say, you said that you started out the first one a bit shy. At what point did you start getting comfortable talking to stars? Because I remember my first three were really tight, right? But it takes a while for you to actually get comfy.
I did it the second time.
The second time already, all right.
Because after rewatching the first, I was like, wow, that's too shy.
Yeah,
like,
I got you.
I knew
Yeah,
it already.
yeah.
Na parang,
Yeah. You knew what to do now.
Yeah.
You knew where to improve and
Yeah.
all. Okay.
I didn't have to be that quiet because while I was watching it, wow, I'm so quiet.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I
apart
get
from Chris Evans, since he's your first big celebrity that you interviewed, who would you say is your favorite that
Yes.
you've interviewed so far? And why?
So, there's a lot talaga. But recently, my super favorite is Jennifer Lopez.
My girl J-Lo from
Lopez.
Jenny from the Block.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what was so unforgettable about the interview?
It's because I felt it already from the start na she was, going through the motions. Like my intro, parang okay, she was the typical na polite and just wants to get through this interview. But every question I popped in, I started to see, like I saw it for myself that, oh my gosh, parang she's smiling, she's laughing na.
May glow bigla.
Yeah, and up to the end, talagang, because I'm a musician also, and I told her that when I was in, kasi Selena came out 1997, I think.
Yes, yes.
One of my
So-
favorite movies.
So at that time, I was fifth to 7th grade. That was the time that I was figuring out what type of music I wanted to pursue. At that point, it was all rock. And then after I watched Selena, that was the first time I was introduced to like Latin American music. And I'm a drummer, so those beats talaga really kind of changed my outlook on, oh, I'm just a rock guy.
Yeah.
So I told her that, and then talagang it was a good. Her reaction naman was very nice. Like she was very,
I mean, like I was looking at all of your interviews. Obviously, you really incorporate yourself in it. I mean, that's really important. But at the same time, one thing I'm sure wasn't a part of you that you made sure to incorporate in the interview, because that's what people wanted, is that did you really not know what cat's eye dance was? Touch. I mean, like we've been rolling it over and over again, and it looks like you know what you're doing.
oh, because I practiced.
Exactly.
I practiced like the whole week. That was a Monday, and they told me, one of the things that they want to do is for the like the
Interviewee.
interviewee to do the dance. I'm like, oh damn. but I wanted to interview them talaga. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's
Yeah.
okay.
You qualified it by saying that you do drums, but yeah, 100%. Before we let you go, Chris,
Yeah.
sorry, because we're running out of time.
yeah.
For those who want to know more about you, the work you do, and of course, what's next for you, how can they follow you?
My main channel is Chris Cantada Force on YouTube, but I'm everywhere, like on Instagram, Facebook.
Right.
Parang I like to. What I learned also from before, I used to always just put everything on YouTube. Pero for the past few years, just so that I can grow even more, especially during pandemic times when short form is like the thing now.
Right.
I just put everything everywhere and then see
what sticks.
where it, because there are some that it's the same 15 seconds worth of content. I put it on Instagram, TikTok, but biglang somehow one will just skyrocket to 1 million, but the other one will
The other
stay in.
in there, yes.
So I just put everywhere and then see where it leads.
Okay.
Chris, it's an honor to interview you because you interview some of the greatest out there. So maraming salamat. Thank you very
you for
much. We're really
having me.
grateful to have you here. I know The Rock says that he loves how grateful you are, and we're grateful to have you here.
Thank you so much.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, Mo, take it away.
Well, up next, guys, don't go away because Pinoy Pride on the global food stage. When we return, we take a look at some of the Filipino favorites that made it to the list of an online travel guide's 50 best pork dishes. It's a beautiful day. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You're still watching It's a Beautiful Day, minus the horrendous traffic that we just showed you guys. But anyway, here's a news item that will get you feeling hungry. Lechon is among the Filipino favorites featured in an online travel guide's list of 50 best pork dishes. Taste Atlas placed the Fiesta centerpiece at 15th place with a star rating of 4.4. Anthony Bourdain, the late celebrity chef, travel host, and food writer, once described lechon as, quote, the best pig ever. Other Filipino staples on the list include lechon kawali at number 34, Bicol Express at number 35, and sisig at number 46 rather. On the other hand, Taste Atlas crowned Colombia's lechona the world's best pork dish at number 1. And what are we celebrating today as well? Today, I had no idea. We're honoring Bathtub Day. I had no idea that's a thing. It's a special occasion dedicated to the simple pleasure of soaking in a warm bathtub. This day encourages us to take a moment for self-care, unwind from our daily stresses, and enjoy the therapeutic benefits of a bath. So whether it's adding bubbles, lighting candles, or playing soothing music, it's a reminder to prioritize relaxation and recharging our spirits.
Okay, now before we start talking about taking a bath, let's talk about lechon. Because
hungry?
Hindi naman.
I'm sad we don't have lechon though.
That was so perfect for the weather, a warm bath.
I got relaxed after talking about the bathtub. I
Right?
said, oh, that's what I need after this. I need a
Exactly.
bathtub.
Ako naman, I
With
need
our sore
lechon.
muscles and all.
But,
We had
you know,
lechon last week.
it's funny because lechon, would you put lechon as your number 1 pork dish? Because everyone will have different opinions on this
Number 1?
in the Philippines.
I might get hate for this, but
No, it's okay.
I
Which
would
one?
not say I would not put lechon.
Okay, which
as
one
my
would you
number-
put? Well, I mean, like, you know, you can have your own opinion. So what will you put up top?
I would sisig. That's why I said 45 kanina. I made it 45.
You,
It said
you
40.
wanted it to go up. See,
I
how about
love
you, Ann?
sisig.
Lechon.
Lechon's
That would
for
be
you.
my top, yes.
Nah,
my top choice.
What about
I
you?
think, no, I think Bicol Express has to be up there for me. I've had a really good experience with Bicol Express, so I'm gonna say Bicol Express because of I like the spice, especially when it's when you have the right amount of chili.
Yes.
And then you cook it with a certain type of bagoong, and it's just perfect.
With extra rice.
Yeah, no, depends, right? You can
Rice
have
is life. I always have to have Filipino
but
food
yeah,
rice.
lechon being up there, I'm not surprised. But 4.4, you take a look at the differences with the ratings
Yeah,
here.
konting difference
Not
lang
much.
siya.
4.3, 0.3, it's minuscule. So either way, all great dishes. Sisig should be up higher in my opinion.
be, yup.
Should be up higher. But yeah, absolutely. But then, how about the bathtubs?
I'm so excited. I need my bath bomb. I'm so basic. I need my
love how we
bath bomb.
transition from, okay, lechon, okay, bathtubs.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. There's no way to transition it properly.
Later, mamaya, I'm gonna order lechon and then I'm gonna eat in my bathtub.
Exactly,
Ayan.
diba? Warm bath.
What
and then
better way?
You have a plate of lechon.
Parang mali ata yun.
Ayan,
And
you
you
know, like bathtubs, they have those tables. Ayan,
yeah.
may lechon
Yeah.
ako. Actually, I have
Oh.
lechon paksiw at home because it was just my lola's birthday.
Na wala naman yung lechon
ayan
paksiw sa
na.
Taste Atlas, ha?
It's lechon.
Okay, fine.
Ano pa ba? So later today,
Yung lechon
after the
kawali,
show...
it's lower.
Ay,
Pero
It's lower
alam
than
mo,
lechon.
lechon kawali and the lechon, they kind of taste the same.
No, then
No,
kung nahulog yan sa
no.
bathtub mo, bath bomb na bigla. Diba?
the best smelling bath bomb.
All right.
Tried being in a bathtub and then having something to
Lechon?
eat?
I don't know. I don't
Well,
want
not
to start
lechon.
that habit.
I'll let you guys know later
we'll
how it
see.
goes.
Baka. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that'll be it for this morning because we have no idea what we're going to do with lechon and bathtubs anymore. That's it for us in this rainy Monday morning. Stay safe, stay dry out there. I'm Paolo del Rosario.
And we hope you had a good start for today. I'm Ann Asis-Carilo.
And I'm Monique Tuzon. See you again tomorrow at 7 o'clock, only here on
It's a Beautiful Day.